look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Cook, a first down and more. Look at the spin. And he'll take this down the 40-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Allen now on first down. Touchdown! That's caught at the 1. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. I know he ain't got it.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Running for it, here's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Jim. Alert.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he takes it in across the chop for a Bills touchdown. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Hurts. That's into a crowd. And he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Hurts. Rolling to his left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Open man has got it, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On second down, there's the option going left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on first down is Allen, eluding the pressure right. He'll dump this off to Cook. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Going to throw deep for the end zone, and that is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Being chased out left. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many new...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Rager. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down now. It's Robinson. Shoves him aside. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Now back to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And he's taken down inside the 30.
A gain of 15.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll get this right back to Rager. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the 4, this is second down and 1. Now a handoff for Dobbins. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Robinson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 95 yards yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And now they'll throw with Allen. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
On first down, Hurts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Allen. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about it.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Pass on for the extra point. appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there